Welcome back to Go on Shaw TV. Once again, we are joined from Kristen from the Forks Market. We are in our second warming hut of the day, and this one is called Shelterbelt. It's pretty beautiful. Tell us about this one.
Yeah. So again, this one's one that's based off of the art and architecture side of it. And Shelterbelts are pretty Manitoban, actually. You know, you're driving out in the prairies, the countryside, and you'll see these like long rows of trees, and that's what this is modeled after. It's something to cut down the wind. It won't necessarily keep you warm, but the designer is actually not even local. Robert Trempe, he comes from Iowa originally, now lives in Denmark. This is the second warming hut he has designed, and again, won from a blind jury, which is pretty crazy. You know, we were talking a little bit about before, when you enter a submission, and there's hundreds of submissions that get entered into the warming huts competition, a blind jury sees them. So that means that they get to see the renderings of it, they get to hear the description of it, but they don't know who's making these. They don't know where they're coming from. And then they'll, you know, cull them down to their top, 5 or 10, and then go down to 5, and then they'll reach out to the architects and say, hey, guess what? You have just won. And it's in an international competition now, an internationally recognized competition, and some of our architects have actually won some pretty significant awards. So this one, brand new here for 2016, and hopefully you'll see it out on the Red River Mutual Trail for a couple years to come, because it's pretty fantastic. Not only is it great architecture, but it kind of has a musical effect to it too.
Oh yeah, this is part of it. Yeah, hear a little bit of that. Yeah, rustling in the trees. Our cameraman Michael is trying so hard not to touch either of them. They are loud. It's beautiful. I know that you guys also have an invitation as well. Tanya Tagak and Anouk Singer from Nunavut made a beautiful one, and then also University of Manitoba students as well.
Yeah, so we, along with the competition, have opened it up to one invited architect or artist, and this year we asked Tanya Tagak to come in to design in partnership with Sputnik Architecture a fantastic, combination of storytelling of her people, and also just like the heritage of Winnipeg, Manitoba, the rivers. What does that mean? And then reconciliation was actually the biggest theme for her, and it's a fantastic piece. And just the description of it, the way she expressed like wanting to integrate both the reconciliation piece, but also the cultural piece, and how to move forward, I think was the big takeaway for us. And it's stunning. The U of M students too, fantastic opportunity for them. They get to meet with architects, world-renowned ones that will come in and they'll build stuff, and they get to rub shoulders with them and help them influence some of the designs. We actually got 2 this year. One was a partner program, so they got to design with existing people in the architecture field with Manitoba Hydro, and they built a fantastic one that might actually be on the warmer scale. We're still waiting for that one to come down on the ice. And then the other one is called Fabrigami, and it's over the bridge. So as you're walking towards Raw Almond, the restaurant on ice, you'll see it, and it's this beautiful fabric piece that they're wanting to cover with ice and then let cables go so that it's just the ice and fabric standing on its own. It was in conjunction with MIT, which is also a really unique opportunity for these students, and then for us as Winnipeggers and Manitobans to see, what does art and architecture look like on a daily basis, and how can we integrate that into life, and how do you appreciate that, even if it is just a bunch of rebar making noise, like there's something behind that that's more than just.
The stories are really cool, and I know you have descriptions out in front of each of the warming huts, right? And you guys have a website as well with all of the information too, right?
Yeah, so you can always find the backstory of the architect or of the actual piece that you're sitting in, you're skating by, and it goes back, so you can even check out some of the old ones, some of the ones that very first year that we started this back, I think in 2010. So lots of, I think there's 17 of them now on the ice.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's the noise. Well, we're gonna head to, I know, one more spot you have for us to take us to. We're gonna head there, so stick with us on Go. That's coming up later.